Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. A lot of people are shell-shocked. The Warriors are trailing the Thunder 3-1. I'm not surprised in the least. For those of you who've been following my videos and are surprised, that means you must be skimming my content because all season I've been talking about don't be surprised if the Oklahoma City Thunder end up in the NBA Finals. The major clues have been the 3 deaths connected to the team, the head coach's wife, the owner Aubrey McClendon, and the brother of Dion Waiters, who died in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, where the Warriors are originally from. So, in this video, I want to revisit the Oklahoma City Thunder deaths. I also want to talk about the record earthquake in Oklahoma on the 44th day of the year, Lupercalia. We're going to revisit this information. We are going to come to understand that it has been scripted all along. Oklahoma City Thunder, Cleveland Cavaliers. That's very much what it looks like. I know that also throughout the year, I've been documenting all the very special Warriors tributes. You know, there's been a lot of parallels, potentially foreshadowing them in the NBA Finals as well. The Warriors are in their 44th year of being in Golden State. But it seems that ultimately Oklahoma City has been chosen, and the deaths connected to the team tell the story. Let's go through it. So Monty Williams, his wife died at age 44, February 9th, 2015 in a car crash. A month later, the owner of the team would die in a car crash, supposedly, right after being indicted on federal charges. The NBA Finals this year start on a date with 44 numerology, June 2nd, 2016. The college championship for basketball was on April 4th, 4-4. I routinely talk about how college championships are synced up with the professional championships. Watch my recent work on Villanova, watch my recent work on Alabama and the Broncos and this past year's college and NFL football championships. 44, a number connected to death. The word kill equals 44. The name Williams. This is Monty Williams' wife, dead at age 44. Monty Williams. Williams has Gematria 44. So does car crash, what his wife supposedly died in. Interestingly, the word accident has Gematria 59. That's also the kill number in Jewish Gematria. Interesting that the number 59 is the 17th prime number. The word kill the small way also equals 17. NBA equals 17. Special number. This happened while Monty Williams was 44 years old himself. Wife dead at 44, the headlines. Here's what I want to show you about the spacing. The NBA season started October 27th. His wife died 106 days later. That is the number of prophecy. Very special number. It's often coded into things being foreshadowed. Prophecy. 3 months and 14 days reminds of 3.14, the number for pi, having to do with cycles and circles. Remember in math, if you divide 22 by 7, you get the approximation of pi. In Gematria, if you write out in words 22 divided by 7, it sums to 314. Special numbers from the start of the season to his wife's death at age 44. Numbers of significance. From the day his wife died until the date of the start of the playoffs was 67 days. April 16th, the 106th day of the year, the number of prophecy again. 67, the word blood sacrifice equals 67. Revelation, the book of prophecy, has Gematria of 67. So does Freemasonry. It is Freemasonry that owns and operates the NBA and the world of pro sports. I also pointed out February 9th, the day I wrote this, that from the day of her death until June 2nd, the start of the NBA Finals, a span of 114 days, LeBron James equals 114. LeBron James, who the Oklahoma City Thunder will likely be facing in the Finals. So, the next month, on March 2nd, Aubrey McClendon would die in a car accident. March 2nd this year was the 62nd day of the year. The NBA Finals start on 6/2. He died very suspiciously right after being indicted. You know, think about faking your death to avoid going to prison as a billionaire. That's what it seems like happened with Aubrey McClendon, the owner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, a month after the death of Monty Williams' wife at age 44. Notice the Gematria of Chesapeake, the name of the energy company he owned, the name on the Thunder Stadium. Gematria of 74, Masonic equals 74, as well as 223. Oklahoma City Thunder in Gematria sums to 223. Looks like I forgot to put that up here. But Masonic connections to the team name, to the company name. The 188 also stands out. Bavarian Illuminati equals 188. Last year in Philadelphia, there was a train wreck on May 12th. It was train number 188. It was connected to the upcoming NBA Finals, which were won by the Warriors, originally from Philadelphia. It was also connected to the upcoming Pope's visit. Last year, the train wreck was traveling 106 miles per hour, the number of prophecy. This year, April 3rd, there was another Philadelphia train wreck, also traveling 106 miles per hour. Villanova, the team from just outside of Philadelphia, won the college championship. These train wrecks are hoaxes, they are clues, they are riddles, they are connected to sports and more. 2 Philadelphia train wrecks, 106 miles per hour. Philadelphia is named from Revelation, the book of prophecy. We live in a world of Masonic hoaxers and jokers that control sports to the number. There he is, Aubrey McClendon. So then the third death connected to the team also came in March. Dion Waiters, player for the Thunder, his brother ends up dead in Philadelphia. Think about it, a brother dead in the city of brotherly love. This year in the college championship, there were 2 brothers playing against each other, one on Villanova, one on North Carolina. The one to win it for Villanova, the team from the city of brotherly love, the brother made the shot against his other brother. Think about it. Scripted. To the point. I have videos on this. So this brother, he died on Morris Street, which has Gematria of 62, like the NBA Finals starting 6-2. Morris Street also has Gematria of 41, the 13th prime, a number connected very much to LeBron James. Gematria of 59 there as well, kill. Morris Street sums to 179, the 41st prime. Seemed that they were trying to code that through Morris Street. Remember, the Golden State Warriors and Kobe Bryant, the final 2 games of the regular season. Joe Jellybean Bryant, the father of Kobe, drafted 41 years ago by the Golden State Warriors, 14th overall. Golden State equals 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41. Big number on the year, too. 41, the 13th prime. LeBron in his 13th season. King equals 41. King James, 13th season. Morris Street also equals 131, like championship. When you have that number coded, it oftentimes means you'll be there, but not win it. You know? Something to keep in mind. His brother died on March 8th, 3/8. The word death equals 38. This is a date with 47 numerology. Ohio equals 47. The first NBA championship was won in the year 47 by the Philadelphia Warriors, now the Golden State. Dion Waiters used to wear 23. He's changed his number. Oklahoma City Thunder equals 223. Just like the synagogue of Satan, the name given to the false Jews who are supposed to rule in the end times according to the book of prophecy, Revelation. The brother who died, his name was Demetrius Pinckney, Gematria of 85, basketball equals 85. The big way, 211, the 47th prime number. 211, the 47th prime. He died in South Philadelphia, having the 85 coding like basketball yet again. Remember, Villanova just won the championship. They hadn't won it since 85, the year that March Madness went to 64 teams. March Madness equals 64. That was 31 years ago. Basketball the small way equals 31. Villanova wins in 85 and then 31 years later. Numbers corresponding with basketball. All interconnected. He died on a green dirt bike, supposedly. Gematria of 73, like the word sacrifice. Think about the Warriors with 73 wins, a record this year, who the Thunder very well might be advancing over. Dion Waiters in Gematria sums to 137, the 33rd prime number, very special number to the Masons, to the NBA Finals, the small way 33. Special birth numerology. So we're talking all about 44. Look at this. The game on March 3rd between the Warriors and Thunder, their last meeting in the regular season, that came 44 days before the start of the playoffs. 44 days. Check this out. Again, let's remind too, Warriors in their 44th year of existence. Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Warriors, came back for their 44th game this year. They began the season by chasing the 44-year-old record of 33 straight wins by the Los Angeles Lakers, set by Jerry West, who wore the number 44. The name Jerry West in Gematria equals 44. The Warriors were going for their 44th straight win at home. They got it. 44 nights before the start of the playoffs. Completely scripted. Warriors would win that game. They would go on to win it. Let's see. I got it here somewhere. Here's the game. So this is what transpired in the game. At the very end, Curry would knock in a three-pointer. The score would become 119 to 104. The clock would stop right at 44.4. 223 points combined. 119 plus 104. Masonic again equals 223. Oklahoma City Thunder. Notice how Masonic is also 444, like the time on the clock after the shot. This is what I mean when I say scripted to the point. It's amazing how they do this. I understand how they can freeze the clock. You know, they have a margin for error in there without people noticing. But this is how they do it right here. Curry would end up finishing the game, scoring 2 more points at the free throw line, finish on the night with 33 points. NBA loves 33. 33% from three-point field goal. The Warriors would close out the game winning 121 to 106. The word revelation, the final book of the Bible, equals 121. So does Warriors. The Warriors defeated the Thunder both games that week with 121 points. 106, the number of prophecy. Revelation, the book of prophecy. Also, what's interesting is if you add that together, it sums to 227. Remember, 22 divided by 7, 3.14, translates in Gematria. 227 is also the 49th prime number. 49, Revelation, the small way, equals 49. Let me just show this to you in case you're new here so you can appreciate this coding. This game came 49 days before Prince died. Prince was at this game. Prince, in a recent interview with Tavis Smiley, said all we can do in this world is go by prophecy. Show you this. Revelation equals 49, the small way, 121, the big way. The name Philadelphia comes from Revelation in the Bible. Warriors, originally from Philadelphia, same Gematria, 49 and 121, small way and big way. The Warriors defeated the Thunder both games that week with 121 points. The game prior, the final score summed to 239 points. The United States is 239 years old. The original flag for the country was sewn at 239 Arch Street in Philadelphia. All scripted, to the point, can't say it enough. That said, earlier this year when I was making these videos, I was saying I'm torn. I can't tell who's more likely to go. There was also a narrative being worked in with the Spurs at the time. The Spurs getting a lot of big tributes. Think about how the Thunder advanced over the Spurs, and now it looks like they might advance over the Warriors on the way to meet the Cavs in the finals. We were talking about 2-2-3. This has been the promotion all year with the Cavs on TNT. Kyrie Irving, number 2. LeBron, number 23. Kevin Love with the 0. 2-2-3. The only numbers here. Think about no love. Think about tennis. No points is called love. And that is part of the sick joke from the Masons and the Zionists who rule over us and who rule this world with tyranny, lies, deceit, absolute cruelty, and have no love. You know, think about all the people who are duped by these leagues not recognizing what they really are. That is no love. At the beginning of the season, I was talking about the death of Flip Saunders in light of his birthday before the season even began. Flip Saunders, born in Cleveland, born February 23rd. Hello. 223. Cleveland is the home of the 216 area code. If you multiply 6 times 6 times 6, it equals 216. In history, Lincoln had an assassination attempt on his life February 23rd, 1861. Exactly 216 weeks later, he would be shot and killed in Ford's Theater on the date 14/4, April 14th. 216 weeks later, Obama is born on the 216th day of the year. The name Barack in Jewish Gematria equals 216. He reopened Ford's Theater where Lincoln was shot at the very beginning of his presidency. The name Flip Saunders equals 144, a number that has to do with death and assassination. When you write out 44, it sums to 144. When you write out April 4th, it sums to 144. The point guard for Villanova, who won the championship on April 4th, was playing in his 144th game for the team. When you add the first 144 decimal points of pi, 3.14, starting with 1 plus 4, the next 144 decimals, you add them all up, it sums to 666, what Mark of the Beast represents. The NBA Finals in English Gematria equals 666. These have been hints, clues, since the beginning of the season. The opening game for the Lakers was against the Timberwolves, who Flip Saunders coached up until his death just days before. Before this game, I said to watch for a 223-point sum. The game ended with 223-point sum. Minnesota defeated the Lakers. If you're not aware, the Lakers are originally from Minnesota. That's why they're called the Lakers. Minnesota's the land of 1,000 lakes. Flip Saunders, Lakers, Timberwolves, 223 points just days after his death. The Synagogue of Satan, Masonic. Flip Saunders from Cleveland. I also noticed this score later in the year. Timberwolves, 144 points. That is a lot of points in a ball game. Tribute to Flip, the coach, Flip Saunders equals 144. So here was the other thing, I should answer this first, because people are going to go, well, how could they cause an earthquake? I'm about to tell you that this earthquake on Lupercalia is connected to the Thunder being in the NBA Finals. Should it transpire? They still have to finish off the Warriors. It's looking likely. Last year, Lupercalia was connected to the NBA Finals. That was the clue this year when it happened. The way that the powers that be can cause earthquakes is potentially by having planted bombs in the ground of great magnitude. The United States of America had an underground nuclear weapons testing program for more than 4 decades. It's hard to say what these madmen did with all the weapons they produced. Are they crazy enough to plant them underground and explode them as rituals, as tributes? Yes, they are. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. They could also be falsifying the reporting. They said that this was a 5.1 magnitude earthquake. Earlier in the year, on January 5th, supposedly North Korea set off a hydrogen bomb that caused a 5.1 earthquake on the date January 5th, which in that part of the world is written 5/1. The word hydrogen equals 51. The word conspiracy equals 51. This 5.1 earthquake came on the date February 13th, 2016, which was a date with 51 numerology. It was the 44th day of the year known as Lupercalia. Lupercalia equals 44. Earthquake equals 44. A record 5.1 earthquake in Oklahoma on this date. All season I had been talking about how when the Cavs started, they were in a 51-year drought, the city of Cleveland, since winning a pro sports championship. Cleveland in Gematria sums to 55. LeBron James, not 55, Cleveland equals 51. LeBron James equals 51. 51 years to start the season since pro championship. Conspiracy equals 51. Freemason. It is a Freemason conspiracy, the way these sports are rigged and more. These were the clues. This is what I've been looking at. And just for fun, tinfoil hat equals 51. Think about that phrase in light of how it's been programmed for people to use it when they hear about conspiracy. The coordinates were very interesting. 36th parallel, 98th meridian. Lupercalia, the big way, equals 98. This happened on the 44th day on the 98th meridian. And from Lupercalia to the start of the NBA Finals is a total span of 111 days. The NBA Finals equals 111 in simple English gematria. Major clues. 44th day of the year, the big number all year. You know, just 4 days before this, Monty Williams' wife had died. Also a clue. So that is why I'm not surprised at all by the Warriors being down 3-1. You know, they already won in a way this season. They set a record. They set multiple records. You know, they've been getting all this praise. Oklahoma City Thunder, very good team. One of my fellow subscribers made an observation about the Warriors losing their first 2 games back-to-back all season against the Thunder, the last 2 games in the playoffs. In 95-96, the Thunder lost to the Bulls in the championship. But the Thunder were the Seattle Supersonics then. So the Seattle Supersonics lost to the Bulls, the team that the Warriors just defeated their record. The games the Warriors just lost were their 95th and 96th games of the season. 95-96, like that Sonics team that faced the Bulls. All these major parallels to close out the season with the Bulls. Kobe Bryant, a player who paralleled Jordan. He finished his career exactly 678 weeks after Jordan. Jordan played his final game against Philadelphia. Kobe from Philly played high school, wore number 33 there. Michael and Kobe both equal 33. In English gematria, their names both equal 678. 678. They retired 678 weeks apart. The same night that Kobe finished his career, the Warriors set a new record. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, they made 678 three-pointers on the season. Joe Jellybean Bryant, drafted 41 years earlier by the Warriors. Golden State equals 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41. Think about the parallels. Moses Malone died at the beginning of the season in Philly. Died at age 60. Kobe closed out his career with 60 points. Moses Malone was drafted from high school to the pros by Utah. Kobe Bryant finished his career against the Utah Jazz, which in English gematria equals Michael Jordan equals Kobe Bryant, the only team that does. This is how the league's scripted. These are what the big themes are. This year, the Bulls finished their season against Philadelphia. Philadelphia finished with 10 wins and 72 losses, the opposite of the Bulls' prior record win, 72, 10-loss season. In that season, their 73rd game was against Del Curry, the father of Steph Curry, who now has the record with 73 games. It's been all about these numbers all year. LeBron James, after Nike turned 44 years old, became the first person to sign a lifetime contract with a company, whatever that means. So it's all about following the clues, learning. You know, this is part of a learning process for me, for you, for everyone. The more people that help put the pieces together, the more quickly we figure it out. But now it's clear what's been going on all year with these deaths, the dates they happened on, and what's to come. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.